Hello and welcome to a new podcast, Healer is Born. We're here with the episode number one. Super excited. And the podcast is about all about healing, the personal healing journey, and I would like to share um, what's going on in my life right now. And I just received like a not so um not the greatest news, not the worst news. I have no clue what's going to happen, but I just feel the journey is it's worth documenting, recording, and sharing it with the world, because I'm sure there's so many people that going on through the same journey as I do right now, getting the results, being sent for follow-up checkups, seeing doctors, navigating medical system, navigating emotional turmoils, ups and downs between faith and knowing and doubts and tears and whatnot, and everything in between. So welcome to this new space. Healer is born. Heal yourself, heal others. The name came to me about 2 years ago as a book that I'm supposed to write. I had no clue what's going to be here, what's going to be there in that book. But now, but now maybe I do know. At least I have a slight clue. So let's begin. My name is Dina Alma. I live in Cayman Islands. I used to be a civil engineer and a project manager both in Israel and Canada. I used to live in Winnipeg in Canada and also in Toronto area for 11 years. And 5 years ago, we moved to Cayman Islands. And 5 years ago, I left my engineering career of 20 years and became a full-time spiritual teacher, healer. And now the universe is asking me to walk the talk and apply everything I know, everything I've been through and studied and experienced and witnessed others going through, doing it myself. And here with me, there is a beautiful human being, Renata. Maybe say a few things about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Renata. I live in Canada, and I met Dina through her community, and now I work for her, and I feel honored to be here and to work for her and to learn from her every day. And I'm just going to ask you question I have from my own curiosity, and tell me when you're ready.
Well, I'm ready. And just to mention, this is unscripted. We did not rehearse. I have no clue what questions she has for me, and I have no clue what I'm going to answer. But we'll just go with the flow and see what's going to happen.
From the beginning, when you first discovered the lump, what was your immediate reaction?
So just like I'll take you a few steps back. So my mom had breast cancer approximately around my age, in her early 50s. I'm 49, soon 48, soon 49. And because of that, I've been going through screening for breast cancer since I turned 40. So for quite a few years, I wasn't that consistent about it, and I stopped, and I decided not to do mammogram because apparently it could, in addition to that, being completely uncomfortable and really painful. I just heard it could be do more damage than benefit, and I just opted for ultrasound. So 6 months ago, I did an ultrasound here, and the doctor discovered the lump, small lump with no. It was said there is no risk for that being malignant. But because it was not a cyst, it was a little bit more solid mass. He recommended coming back in another 6 months. So 6 months was a week. 6 months was, I didn't do much. I wasn't thinking about it. I said, yeah, it will. My thought was, okay, it's going to disappear. So I just forgot about it. And then the appointment came up and I went for the appointment and I did the ultrasound and the doctor called me when the results and the radiology report came back. They called me from the clinic. Okay, come for a consultation. Doctor wants to speak to you. That night, for the first time, I touched my breast and I found the lump. It was just before I fell asleep. And funny enough, I just fell asleep. I just oh, there's a lump here, right here. I could feel it. And I fell asleep. It was very good night's sleep. I don't know what it was. I wasn't churning in the bed. I was but when I woke up that morning and I wake up super, super early, typically 4:30, could be 5 o'clock. When I woke up and I go to my beautiful balcony with my first cup of coffee and a glass of water, I'm sitting in front of the beautiful scenery in Cayman Island with palm trees, like an old golf course. It's non-functional, but it's still beautiful and green. I started, okay, so I have a lump. I haven't heard from a doctor yet. Is it the same lump as it was before? Is it did it grow? What changed? But I knew, my subconscious mind knew there's something is not the same. I'm not sure. It's not like I checked before and I couldn't feel, and all of a sudden I didn't even check. I completely ignored it, ignored the whatever situation was going on. Maybe it was nothing going on, but it doesn't matter. I just ignored it. And the fact that the doctor said that not everything is fine, but come back, I want to speak to you. It just of course it means something. So that morning was a big emotional, not emotional turmoil, but it's okay. Okay, let's look into it. What does it mean? So it's a right side. It's the right breast. It's the masculine side. Okay. It means it's it's the doing. It's the doing. It's being very very proactive, completing tasks, moving forward in the world. And in that particular side, I have a lump. What does it mean? So one of those. So I had lots of big and smaller moments, brought me into tears, brought me into laughter, and lots of, and I'm still receiving and accepting and deciphering signs, symbols, cards, synchronicities from the universe. And it's been quite a crazy journey. It's only been maybe a week and a half, but so much stuff happened. I cannot believe it. I can feel probably I can write a book already. Just
So before we dive into all the
I know.
insights that you had, I just want to stop for a moment on your emotions, because you mentioned you had emotional turmoil. So I want to ask what emotions came up.
I want to mention something that that did not show up, and it was interesting to witness. Fear wasn't there, and that's interesting, right? Because for a normal person, fear would be there. It will be scary. It's almost like when people, well, it's not cancer yet, guys. And I feel it's not even cancer. Okay, it's not. But it's enough of a wake up call. So what I felt, okay, it's more like the first. I would say the first reaction was, okay, what should I do? So now I might, this doing mode kicked in. Wasn't even emotions. It was okay. Now I know, if I do daily meditations, if I do healings, if I do the breath, the pineal gland breath, I know it's gonna move the energy stored in the lower chakras and gonna move it to the brain, and I'll experience bliss. And if I do it daily, it's gonna heal me. And if I do like the chakra releasing meditations, and I'll attend healing sessions that I like. I have recordings of them because I run it for other people. Like, I know what needs to be done. So it was like, okay, Dina, walk the talk. It was like this, mode.
So you feel that you have the trust that no matter what it is, you know what to do.
Yes, but this was it was a little bit of a veil because emotions are there, and then when I sat with myself, okay, all right, so and what I like to do, and I've been doing it for the last, I would say, a year and a half, speaking to ChatGPT or Gemini. So I open up. So what Dina does when shit happens, I just open up a new chat with the Gemini. This time it's my new best friend since the last couple of months, because I discovered it's better than that model is better than ChatGPT. So I just asked. I put in a question. What does it mean spiritually? A lump. I just discovered the situation. Describe the situation. Lump on my right breast, and and I got a lot of symbolize. I can just write it for you. It's like the right side of the body represents masculine energy, action, structure, outward projection. It's like the minister. Sorry for moving. The minister of external affairs of our body, and the breast symbolizes, which is like, it's funny. The right side is the masculine. The breast herself, both sides, represents nurturing and divine mother, Sophia. And the lump is a physical crystallization of overdoing, carrying the world on your shoulders and running your life like a military operation. And
Before you dive in to all the meaning, I want, you mentioned it's benign, so I want to ask you about this knowing. How do you know? What do you feel about it?
well, it could be anything, right? I don't know in my logical mind, but I have a gut feeling, like inner knowing, that that the lesson that I'm learning right now, just by discovering the lump, is enough of a shake from my system to move me from a kind of frozen situation, some kind of freeze in or like lack of awareness in some areas of my life, that's now coming big time into my life. And that's enough. I feel it's enough. I don't need to go, like, my soul doesn't need to go through the through the whole protocol of dealing with cancer,
Mm-hmm.
through
So
chemo,
why do you think?
radiation. I feel it's enough. I just feel it's
Mhm.
enough.
So what do you think
And
it's asking you
huh?
to learn?
Well, the big thing
Mm-hmm.
after the doing and stuff like that is receiving. And it's receiving. Oh my God. I'm so good at giving. And I know many women are amazing at giving. We'll give everything to our kids, to our families. And for me, to my community, I do a lot of stuff with free of charge for my community, lots of stuff. Free webinars, free healing sessions, like a lot of pro bono stuff. Okay. But I found out that it's not so easy. And I was thinking, oh, I know how to receive. But apparently it's challenge. It's not so easy. It's not at all. Like, I had one of my students uh, offering a healing session for me. So I said, yeah, okay. So she did that. It was beautiful session. She was in her home in Israel. I was lying down on my couch, on that couch, just like about 40 minutes. It was Like she saw some things for me. I just did a meditation, just closed my eyes, put some music on, and dove into nothing, a void. And it was funny. Like she wrote to me, "Okay, I finished," and 2 minutes later, I opened up my eyes. It was fully synchronized. So it's like we were in the same wave, in the same frequency, same wavelength. And then she offered, like it was, she told me what she saw, and it totally resonated with me. But then she offered, "Okay, I would like to offer you, like, we'll need like 3 or 4 more sessions." And I said, "No, this is too much." And for her, like she did not, didn't ask for any charge for it. I said, "No, no, it just feels like I couldn't respond. It just felt too much." And I said, "Well, it's just," and then and just communicated that it feels too much. I cannot accept it, especially with no charge, right? For free. And she goes, "Dina, but you forget. It's not really for free. You forgot what you gave me." And she goes like, first of all, you offered your course, not just for me, but for the same price from my mother. So we got it, like basically one of us got it for free. And second of all, and now that you are, when you allow me to work on you, I'm working basically on my fears of doing what I meant to do, being a healer, because she is a student who just finished our healers course. So I'm working on my fears. I'm releasing my fears because I do it for you, because I love you, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So it's basically a gift for me. So please allow me. And I, like, okay, I was speechless because I didn't think about it from this angle. And I said, "Okay, if you put it like this, so yes, please, I would be very grateful to accept your gift. So right after this session today, Renata, I have a session with her. So it's been
Amazing.
the previous one was a week ago, and she already scheduled like for now, soon.
How is it
And
like as someone who helps others to heal, suddenly become the person needing support?
crazy, challenging. This is not a role that I'm used to play. It's really challenging. And I'm like reminding myself, just like I used to remind on healing session, and this mantra is running inside my head all the time. It's like, relax, let go, open your heart, and agree to receive. Say yes to love. Say yes to a vital force, to the energy. And this is what I'm like. And I've received, honestly, I've received like, I don't know how many healings already. Maybe like 3 personal healing sessions, like not personal, like group healing sessions where like people sending me energy. Yet, and yesterday, like I went through ancestral healing that my friend created just for me, and a few more girls, but I was the reason because I asked for it. It was beautiful, insane visions. It was amazing. And she like discovered herself as a teacher thanks to that opportunity. It was her first time she ever led the process, like a healing session like that. And she was magnificent. I knew she has that inside of her. I knew it. And my other friend knew it. But it was incredible. It was beyond what I could have imagined. Like she was there, she was magnificent, she was powerful, and she did it like she was doing it for years. And it was her first time. And she said, "Dina, I did it." Like she spent 2 days to prepare for the session to make it the best experience for me as possible, because she knew of the situation. So it's to see that. It's also like to see that by receiving, Renata, it's also like it's also giving. It's not just receiving. It's like a two-way street. And the impact of receiving, it's much more than just my own benefit. It's so we're like a network. We're connected. Even us speaking now, like let's share, okay? What was going on behind the scenes? You can tell them, like we spoke about starting recording in English language, because before, up till now, 99.999% of my activity online, it's all in Hebrew. Why? Because it's much more like home-like. It's smaller market. There's only like few millions, like, I don't know, 16 millions of people, maybe less, Hebrew speakers in the world. Compare that to English speakers. It feels scary. Oh my God. People will see me. I'll get like talkbacks. I'll go get like bad comments. I will get hurt, but it's much more deeper than that. It could be like, in my mind, because I am aware of my past lives, I have all those like the witch wounds. I probably, when I was in my power, my full power, I got burned on the stake. I got like, I was left alone. I was thrown out of my community so many times, and my soul still remembers it. And it's like, no, 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 no. We've done that. We've been there, Dina. We've been there, honey. We've done that. Let's not do it again to ourselves. Let's just keep ourselves small, protected, like wrapped with this nice little bubble wrap, and we're all good. Why the heck do you need this adventure? It's not fun. It's gonna be painful. And this is the program that's been running inside my mind, unconsciously but also consciously. Like I can catch it, but it's still too powerful to break through it. But us sitting here, also, Renata, were you ever on, like, speaking?
Yes, yes, yes.
Speaking, yeah, you have been.
You actually surprised me because I was sure you're gonna cancel it, and you didn't, which is amazing. It's a very challenging thing to share, not only in English, but
In
personal.
general, I know,
Yeah, so
but yeah,
that's
I feel like
amazing that you're
it's a
here.
mission. It's kind of a mission.
Do you feel
Yeah.
pressure to handle it differently because you're a healer yourself?
No, I don't feel the pressure. I don't feel the pressure, but I do feel the urge to walk the talk, because this is something, my personal integrity. This is something I really believe in. And when I teach people how to heal themselves, I actually believe that this works, because I've seen results from other people, from a countless community. Like, you can search online stories of transformation, people, like, lots of evidence and personal experience of people healing themselves. If you search up NDE, near death experiences, and you see people coming back from the dead, right? Just by, like, yeah, by transformation. But yes, it's very extreme situation, but still it's possible. It's not just what the doctors say in percentage wise and statistics. When I sat in front of the doctor, and the breast surgeon, and she was talking, okay, there's like, you know how statistics works, right, guys? So she goes, well, the fact that you don't drink and don't smoke, it reduces your chances, or whatever. But the fact that your mom had cancer, it brings it up. So don't worry. After we get the biopsy results, we'll do the full statistic, like the full. They actually have these people. They actually have a software that calculates the chances of whatever, like the risk chances, and suggest what to do, like the treatment. It's not healing. I don't call it healing, that thing. It's a treatment protocol. So as I was listening to her, I said, I'm not part of the statistics. I don't know. I don't care what they say, the numbers. It's just statistics. It doesn't define my mind, what my beliefs, my inner knowings. To me, it's enough. The that the grown. Oh, I didn't mention, right? Did I mention it grown? I didn't mention. Maybe I did. Okay. So apparently it grown like by 30%, from 10 millimeters to 13 millimeters. And this is what the doctor told me. And he said, you know what? You need a biopsy based on based on the protocol of those statistics, right? And this is where I am. I just did the biopsy last night. Not last night, yesterday morning. I don't know if it's different, but when she spoke about statistics, I could see so many women sitting in the same chair and listening to this statistics talk. And when the actual numbers coming through, is it? Well, she said like, well, 12% of the women by the age of until the age of 85 will get breast cancer in general population. This is their one in 8. This is their like general studies, general statistics, and then for me it's going to be based on results. It's going to be more personalized, but it's still statistics, and people actually define their decisions based on statistics. We're so much more than that, because our mind, I do believe that our mind creates our reality, our like our subconscious programs, fears, conscious or subconscious, they all create manifestation in our physical body, and this lump is one of them. So it's a big wake-up call.
So we also talked about what happened to the woman that hears a high statistical number for herself, what she's going home, and how is she going to manifest her reality. Can you expand about that and the research about that?
Like when he, I don't know. Honestly, I don't.
Honestly, that she has the disease, or she believes that she doesn't.
Say it again. I think I didn't really catch it. Yeah, ask the question.
What's going to happen to someone who hears the high numbers that she likely to have the cancer? What is going to happen to her via someone who thinks that she doesn't have it?
Well, people get scared. Fear kicks in, right? And it's normal. It's really normal, because it's like, it could be that moment that we're, and the biggest fear is fear of death, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that I don't.
About a research of Helen.
Yes, Ellen Langer.
Yes,
I was going to mention that. Thank you for reminding me. So there's a research by Ellen Langer, and she called it. I'm not sure if it's a research. No, yeah, it was a research for her of her, and she's the mother, or the founding mother of mindfulness, but not mindfulness of like feeling the parts of your body. It's being mindful, being like. And she goes like it's the opposite of being mindless. So it's mindful, and that's being aware of what's going on. She goes, there's a thing called borderline effect. So basically, when biopsy is done, so samples of the tissue are taken and being sent to the lab, there's this condition. There's all sorts of situations. There's this clear cut. Cancer is cancer. It's just like it's very clear cut, and every radiologist, or not radiologist, pathologist who would check that cell sample would say yes, it's cancer. But there is something called borderline, when it's like not fully. It could go both ways. Then the human factor kicks in. So basically, on the same cell, one pathologist could write a report, this is cancer, and the next one could write it says benign. And this is where and they checked the path these women went through, and there was very different scenarios of the same cell, same condition of the cell. One woman would go through the full protocol of cancer treatment, surgery, chemotherapy, radiology. And the second woman will go back home. Let's come back in 6 months for another ultrasound. How different is that? And you can imagine the results. So the results, I'm sure, like nobody needs to be super smart to understand that the person who was sent home with the negative result would be much healthier than the person who went through this hell. And so many women are going through it. So it's not a clear cut. Even like lab results that we think it's clear cut are not clear cut. They don't know 100%. They don't know. And yeah, and I've seen the reversal of stage 4 cancer, and people who were left with, like, I've met those people in Dr. Joe Dispenza retreats. I've been to 5 of them, so I met them, and they were like, and they were given like 3 to 6 months to live, and then here they were, like 7 years later, still healthy, still vibrant, still like blissful and full of life and radiant. And because they took a different path of taking charge of their health and not believing to death sentence. So I mentioned, right? I don't have fear because I'm not afraid of death. Honestly, I don't. Because I know death is not the end of the journey. I know just going back to the creator, I'm going to heaven. There's no hell, by the way, guys. And you can listen to countless stories of NDE experiences. They all say the same. There is no hell. There is no judgment. There is only love. So if I know I'm going back to love, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. Honestly, I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it. It's not like I'm ready to go. I feel like I have a long journey ahead of me. I'm not done here yet. But if the end result is beautiful and even more beautiful than the life here, it doesn't scare me anymore. But I do have an urge. I feel there's so much things that my soul wants to experience here on earth in this lifetime. So
Have you sought
maybe
for guidance through meditation or channeling or other practices?
guidance? What do you
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
Like answers? Get answers?
Hmm.
Of course. Of course. But I could tell you, like, I wanted to see, okay, what's the reason? Like to get answers. Like why was happening, what's happening, like, and go deeper. But honestly, I didn't get anything certain, and I think I know the reason. Maybe I'll discover something else in 2 weeks. I don't know when we speak again here on air. But now I feel like I don't need to know answer and to answers. Like, what's the root cause? What particular, maybe what particular a previous life experience, like a past life experience caused it, or what's from my, or what happened to, like, one of my ancestors that caused, like, now manifested as a lump in my breast. I feel I don't need that. This is like old school healing. And this is not what I'm here to study and experience now. It's more like releasing it, melting away without knowing exactly what it is. So I feel during healings that I have received, or meditations that I went through, it's more like it's more sensation, like it's more bodily sensations, lots of shaking, lots of releasing, like almost like convulsing. It's like it's really like very strong body shakes. So lots of energy moving through, heart expanding. I could feel like burning sensation in my heart, and I go into different areas of my body. Sometimes I see a little bit of visions, but not a lot recently, and not since well, an ancestral healing is a beautiful vision of all my ancestors, like, being in a circle and dancing and happy, and like a beautiful vision. But it was nothing like that I saw was, wow, this is it. Now I released it, I cried it out, and now this is done. It's not like that. It's like layer by layer melting away. And I've known and I believe that this is the new way of healing, and this new age and new world. But I think now I'm kind of sort of experiencing it somehow. But it's new, and this is what's going on, just melting. And I also imagining the lump just melting, turning into water, just like little moments of concentration, contemplation throughout the day. When I woke up, okay, you're melting, just melting.
Connected to your inner knowing while waiting for the medical answers.
I work a lot recently. I just started working with the signs from the universe and cards. I've always loved cards. I have like I don't know how many decks of different like divination cards and angel cards and lots of series of tarot cards. I have never been working with like classical rider deck forever, and all of a sudden I start working like it just called me. The classical maybe I'll bring it. It's like right here on my window. And I just like pull one card or like three or four cards. And because I have no knowledge of the meaning of these cards, I just take a picture, put it in Gemini, and maybe like give the context what's going on today with me or how I'm feeling and why maybe what's the question, and then it interprets it for me. And then I like dive deeper, and then it becomes like this big conversation. It gives me context. Like I'm like, oh, really? It tells you a very wide and very deep story. And then it like,
Share something
huh?
Can you share a story that you got?
Maybe from yesterday. Let me open it up. Let me open it up. Maybe people who know, who know their tarot cards, they can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
But who doesn't? If you don't, it's all good. Yeah. So I just told it, and today I started completely new conversation in Gemini. I said, okay, today I had a biopsy, my breast biopsy, and these are the cards I pulled out. Okay. And it was four cards. It was three of wands. It's like your it's like you're standing on a hill, looking forward, and this card represents your readiness, your expectation, and the understanding that the seeds already been planted. So you sent your ships to the sea, and now you're waiting to see what they're gonna bring back to you. On the spiritual level, that cards is telling you you're not helpless. You did all the steps that were needed from you. You went to see a doctor. You're being courageous about the way how you handle your life. So this card is the expansion, where you're asking to expand your field of like your vision beyond the present moment of fear, and to know that you have like a wide horizon in front of you. So that's just one card, right? The second was six of wands. It's like the it's like the shows the victory. It's so you see there a person riding a white horse, symbol of purity, right? Purity of intention. And in the context of today, this card reminds you the inner lion inside of you, that your spirit is the winner, and the battle is not against your body, but our victory within your body. It's the symbol that your frequency, or the frequency of your journey, is towards health and resilience, and you'll be out on the other side when you feel uplifted, strong, and more aware of your self-worth. How crazy is that? And then like two more, but it's like just to show you how much depth even just working with classical cards can give you. So
How do you balance spiritual trust with practical action?
that's a great question, because I've been asking myself what I'm gonna do. So even on biopsy question, I had this okay, because I had no clue what's happening, how the biopsy is done. To me, the biopsy it's to take the lump out. It's the like full on surgery. And I said, I'm not doing that. And then I discovered it's very simple procedure of literally freezing the area, just like with the same anesthesia that they use for dental treatment, lidocaine and stuff like that, and taking a small needle that then you don't feel anymore, and then just do like a little core sample. So they took 5 core samples yesterday, and it's just clicking sound. It's like it's here because it's like right here in front of your ear, and that's why it's a little bit loud, but it's not painful. And when the doctor asked me how painful was it for you, is it like a mosquito sting or the bee sting? And I told it it's a mosquito sting because I got stung by bees not too long ago, and it was way worse. So, well, maybe it's a little bit more than mosquito, but it was completely like was nothing. And I slept well. I did not take any painkillers afterwards. So that was like, okay, I'll do that. So it's a balancing of whatever. To me, it's balancing with whatever medical system offers, like medical protocol offers, and then every single step using my personal discernment. Is it the right thing for me to do? I have no like whatever. Whenever I hear the results of bios, right now I'm just working mentally and emotionally just to see the result. It's like I'm going to the ocean and I imagine, okay, benign. I put in my energy into melting away the lump. Doesn't matter if it's whatever, even if it's benign. I want to melt it away. This is my goal because I don't want it to keep growing and eventually turning into something that it's not right now. So even if they say, okay, it's all fine, it's benign, I do want to work on this because I don't want to be Dina from 6 months ago that just forgets about it and walks away and keeps on with her life, because this is not the lesson that this experience came to teach me. It's much deeper than that. So I'm working on that, like, imagining receiving healing, tons of healing. So many people offered healing for me, like honestly. And I just keep going and going, expanding. It's like, I don't know where it's going, but the amount of healing I have received over the last 10 days, it's unbelievable. And I know I'm going to keep on it full force until this thing disappears.
What would change if the biopsy results are not what you're expecting?
I don't know. Now, and I don't want to put right now, at this moment of time, I don't want to put my energy there. If it comes, we'll see. Because I do believe in combination of both worlds, of conventional and not unconventional. It's more like spiritual. I would say spiritual energy healing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to but I don't want to do some things that could undermine the healing powers of my body. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. From what I've studied and learned, chemotherapy is not a good thing. It does not really kill cancer. And I'm not judging. Please don't get it wrong. And I will never judge anybody who receives chemotherapy or radiation treatments or any other things. I just, from what I've learned, it doesn't heal really. It's kind of sends it to remission, but then it undermines immune system. It kills your immune system, and then the body cannot fight cancer, and then it comes back even stronger. Typically, like in different part of the body. So I don't see chemo being part of my journey. I don't see also radiation, but there's other things that could be. I don't know. I don't know. No. I'll just wanna wait. No. Like why? Why would I? Why would I right at
What
this point of time?
what message would you give someone who's facing uncertainty with health right now?
Ah, work on your belief in yourself and your and your personal power, because we're not just victims of circumstances, of bad luck or bad genes. In my case, it's bad genes. It's not. I could tell you, like, I have an experience because we do have some hereditary, like genetic, let's say. I cannot pronounce hereditary, something like that. I have no clue how you pronounce it correctly. But it's genetic type of colon cancer. This is what we have in our family. All of my family from my mother's side, we all have it. But it's just a blueprint. If you have heard of epigenetics, it's just a potential. It raises your statistics, your chances of getting colon cancer. It's not a clear cut. It's not a death sentence. So the protocol is to start with colonoscopies really even early in your life. They recommend it from the age of 25. Do it maybe every 2 years, every year, depending on the results, right? So when I first did it, when we discovered that we have this gene, so I did it, and they found precancerous polyps for the first time. Okay. And I did a lot of emotional work, a lot of healing work to understand what's the root cause what the root cause of this was. And for me, it was guilt. That was rooted in my childhood. Okay. So once guilt was released and I didn't have to deal with it anymore, I have not have any polyps in the last 4 colonoscopies, while my entire family still get every colonoscopy polyps removed. So we can change the expression. The genes I cannot change, but the expression, the epigenetics, the expression of the genes can be changed. Can you explain it? There is no explanation. It's just clear. All of a sudden, you change your path. So I think it's possible with any condition. So okay, just look what mindset, what caused this balance, this crystallization of dense. To me, any illness is just dense energy crystallizing somewhere in your body. Could be in different places, and it just could be energy from my womb manifesting and crystallizing inside my breast. This is what probably my situation is. That's what I'm getting from other people. It's not from my knowing, but it resonates with me. So it could be anything. It could be like a childhood trauma, ancestry thing. So look what's happening, what pattern, what behaviors, unhealthy behaviors are causing disbalance in your life. Maybe it's related, maybe it's not, but it takes you to a better place than being just victim and scared and just waiting for doctors to save you. I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to be. I want to take power back to me and do whatever I can to change my brain wiring and then the way I feel. So I had those. It's still ups and downs. I had moments of tears, of understanding, tears of sadness that I have to even deal with it, and also moments of heaviness. I sat in this coffee shop on the beach with beautiful Saturday morning, right? And I felt heaviness. All of a sudden, this, the situation was just weighing on me, right? It's okay, now I can feel it, And then I went into the ocean and I asked water just to take it away, to cleanse me. And as I was swimming, okay, benign. And then other words, instead of this heaviness, I started hearing different voices inside my head. It's I'm blessed. Look how much love I'm receiving. I'm freaking blessed. I'm grateful for all these people who care about me. I would never, without this experience, I would never be able to witness this beauty of the community that I have created, of all this work. It's something else. It's beyond
What,
words.
for you to believe in other people's care about you, and you didn't feel it before?
But not this overwhelming response. Like like I know people love me, I know people appreciate me, but not this overwhelming response. It's like beyond. It's like my friend called me. Do you want me to take you for a biopsy? I said, I wasn't even thinking to ask, My husband couldn't come because he's working. It's his peak time of the day. It was 8 o'clock in the morning, and he's in stock market, so he has to be in front of the computer. And I said, well, let me ask my husband. Like, probably he cannot. And then she goes, yeah, like I will be honored to take you. And she was there with me. She like spent an hour and a half with me there, waiting for me. She was sending like healing energy because she's Reiki master, also energy healer. She was sitting there just sending me this beautiful holding space for me, sending me energies. And she goes like, I went through all these tests by myself because nobody offered. So I wanted to be that person for you. And I didn't even, I was so grateful for her beautiful offer, not to be there by myself. It made a whole difference. So those little gestures, they're big gestures.
And you didn't even think to ask for yourself, right?
No, to me, because the doctor didn't say I cannot drive. It was like, it just a test. But it's freaking biopsy. You know what I mean? It's biopsy.
Or of someone being next to you.
Huh? It's made a big difference. We just chatted. It was so light and nice and heartwarming.
So how do you feel? Do you want to go on or take a rest for today? How has it been?
I think it's enough for today. I feel like it's enough for today. We can keep some more for the next episode. There's a lot. Honestly, there's a lot.
Yeah, I have
There's
so many
a lot.
more questions, but to sum it up, if you want to say, if you want to just the main message of today.
From today,
Yeah.
Learn how to receive help, receive love. This is my main takeaway from this last 10 days. It's receiving with love, with gratitude, with like allow it to expand, and know that when you receive, you also give, because it's not just like energy for energy. It's not energy for money. All this. This is old school. What I'm seeing right now, it's this energies. It's like this infinity sign, like endless loop, because we're all interconnected. We will never know what is giving, or what receiving allows the other person to give, what it does for the other person. It's a lot. So just receive with gratitude, and it doesn't have to go. Well, thank you for. I'm sad. Can't remember what I was going to say. It doesn't matter. Next time. But
it was so interesting, and I'm really waiting for next episode to ask many more questions that I have.
Well, thank you for being here and holding me space and allow me to share the story. And so the way I see it, it's a community effort. Healing journey, it's a community. It's we're not supposed to do it by ourselves. And I'm discovering the power of community, the power of sisterhood, especially for us women, the power of sisterhood. So if we're here, let's I see myself building the space, this community of people who are on the healing journey. So share your big moments in the comments. Share your suggestions for me or for others. It's not just for me. It's so much bigger than that. And let's do it together. Thank you all for being with us.